Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, and today's video is all about my 2025 YouTube numbers and today's doll week. Let's start with the numbers. Now, not long ago, my sister over at Peacecraft Dolls, she did a video just like this, and that's kind of where I got the idea. So after you're done watching my video, I hope you go check her video out. I'll leave a link down to that down in the description box below. But today's questions are all around how I did last year on this YouTube channel, Be Creative. I actually have two, so I'm only going to talk about this channel. The first question, what dolls did you acquire in 2025? Well, I actually acquired several. I hope I can remember them all. A lot of them were actually given to me. But there was a Rainbow High doll. I got that from a thrift store. I was actually looking for another doll, and I found her, and she was the right price. Most recently, I got an American Girl doll, Julie, from my sister. She gifted her to me for Christmas. What a nice gift that was. I also purchased earlier in the year 4 Moana dolls. They came in like a little surprise package. You didn't know who you were going to get. Now, I have done videos on some of these dolls, and I'll just leave links to these videos I'm mentioning, or these dolls if I have videos. I'll leave those links down in the description box below if you're curious as to who they are. But there were actually 4 dolls. I got one for me and one for each of my granddaughters that live close to me. So that was kind of fun. There actually may be more than one video on that. Can't remember. Anyway, another doll that I got was, I always say her name wrong, Ziana Remembers. My sister gave her to me. She is a stock doll, and Tammy had her in her collection and decided to give her to me. I have the best sisters. And again, Tammy, and for my birthday last year, got me the doll, You Are For Me. And then there was Jayla. I just purchased Jayla. She's actually going to be the star of our virtual Blythe retreat that's coming up in June. Again, I'll leave a link to that video down in the description box below so you can check that out. But and then let's see, who else? Oh, I remember went to Aldi, and I saw these down their junk aisle. I saw these cute little mermaid dolls, and I bought, it was a package of them, and there were 4 in there. So I was able to give each of my granddaughters one and keep one. Oh, there was a Polynesian doll. Had a little issue with her. Got 3 videos on her unboxing, and she had a little bit of an issue with her leg, and anyway, but she turned out really cute. I made her into a Polynesian doll, and I really like her a lot. Oh, the pink hair doll right there. Isn't she pretty? I got her. Her and the Polynesian doll came out at the same time. And then, so Friends of Ariel sent Tammy and I some dolls this past year. And so one of them is, where'd she go? There she is, right there. And then the other one I actually have in my curio cabinet, and Tammy has one. So that one was Zwan. I am actually calling her Spring because Zwan, I think, is Korean for spring. Friends of Ariel, he had named her Ellie. So Ellie Spring, I guess, could be her name. I do have a video all about the unboxing of that. And then later on, he sent us 2 fairy dolls. Tammy got one and I got one. We have there was a petite and a midi. And one of them was Pixie Peaceful. So those are the dolls that I acquired. And the next question is, what dolls do you plan to acquire in 2026? I'm going to see if I can not purchase any dolls, but we'll see how that goes. All right, next question is, what dolls did you rehome in 2025? Now, I already told you about some of them. There were the mermaid dolls. I guess you could call them rehoming. I'm going to say rehoming gifting. The Moana dolls, those were gifted. And actually, this year, 2026, I am hoping to rehome quite a few dolls. But I'm working on that, trying to figure out exactly how to do that. All right, the next question. How many YouTube videos did you publish in 2025? Now, these next questions were kind of interesting because I asked YouTube AI, and I try to publish something every day, sometime except for Saturdays and Sundays. But sometimes I will post on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm kind of, I like to be consistent. But it told me I only posted 50 long videos and 8 shorts. And I knew that was not right. So I had to go back and count them. I couldn't find a place where it actually says. I'm sure there is somewhere, but I'm missing that. And if you know how to find that information, let me know down in the comments section. But according to my calculations, I had 139 shorts and 184 longs. But then when I re-asked YouTube's AI, it said I had 309 videos. Anyway, the math was not working out, and I almost posted every day. So, and funny thing is with the shorts. So I wasn't doing any shorts. But then Yahoo Mail, I got notification that it was out of control, which I already knew that. I get so much spam every day and I can't keep up with it. And it got to a point where I had too much email in there and they wanted me to clear it out or they were going to close my account. So I was a little panicked at that. And I started going through it and just delete. I mean, I spent days just deleting. But I came across another area on Yahoo Mail where it's like how to quickly get rid of some of your longer files. And I found a ton of short videos that I had done for my Etsy shop over the years. I thought I had deleted them, but apparently they didn't get deleted. And I thought, these videos would make great shorts. Most of them are over on my other channel, Joy Making with Tappingflamingo, but some of them were good enough to put, I'm not saying good enough, but they were more appropriate for this channel as Be Creative. But that's why so many shorts lately. All right. So the next question is, how many subs did I gain? And if this is right, according to AI, I got 565 subs, which I know I got quite a few subs. I think I got more than that because I actually have enough subscribers, those are subs, to almost be able to be monetized for this channel. I don't have enough watch hours and I'm working on that. I'm this close. So you could help me out by subscribing, commenting, watching, sharing, all that stuff. That would really help me out. All right, so the next question. What was my most watched video that I had published in 2025? Again, I tried to ask AI that, and it was all over the place. So I finally just went with this one. I don't think I did this in 2025, but maybe I did. But the video was called Let's Make a Seashell Wind Chime, and I had over 25,000 views on that. So that was great. Then the next question was, what was my least video published in 2025? And again, I know this one was wrong. It said that it was a short. I don't think I wrote it down, but it said I had over 900 views, and that's, I have a lot of other videos that have a lot less views than that. So I don't know which one's the least. But the last question is, what is your focus for 2026 on YouTube? Well, my focus is you. What do you want? That's the question. I want to focus on the things you want to see. This channel is all about being creative all through life. We have doll collecting. We have all kinds of crafts. I'd be here all day if I mentioned all the crafts that we do, including nature crafts, homeschooling, and crafting and homeschooling. We've got sewing. Anyway, like I said, lots of craft stuff. Food. I like to cook sometimes and show you some of the recipes that I am making lately. Even traveling can be very creative. And I kind of like to share some of my adventures in traveling and bringing my dolls along too. But anyway, let me know what you would like to see, and that is my focus for 2026. Now for the doll-a-day. Here she is. This is Granny's sewing doll. Isn't she cute? I got this in St. Martin, I believe. I don't know if it was St. Martin or St. Thomas. I think it was St. Martin. But I just thought she was adorable. And you know, I've had her for a very long time. And I've never used anything on her. She just hangs in my craft room. She is just one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Now, I do have pins in here. I have used her as a pin cushion. But we have little safety pins for jewelry. Her little button necklace. We have some thread, more buttons and safety pins. There we go. I love her little necklace. And there she is. One of the cutest little dolls I've seen. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for joining me. And like I said, if you already haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And, you know, let me know down in the comment section below what you would like to see for 2026. Check out my other videos that I've mentioned. I will put links to those that I can find in the description box below. And y'all have a great day. Oh, and by the way, check out Tammy's video if you haven't seen it. Oh, what's this? Thread. Y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, signing out for now. Bye-bye.